A beautiful view up on top of Griffith Observatory is about to become amazing. When you're almost to the Griffith Observatory, you pass through a tunnel carved out of the mountains. If you've never been here before, but it looks familiar to you, that's because it has been used for numerous films and television shows. This tunnel is the gateway to Toontown in Disney's blockbuster hit Who Framed Roger Rabbit, as well as Back to the Future 2, when Marty uses the hoverboard to outmaneuver Biff. Sadly, the observatory was closed, but the grounds and the observation balconies are always open. From up here, the city lights and downtown skyline are breathtaking. We were treated to a rare sight. Mother Nature had in store for us an electrical storm over Los Angeles. Whew. We are currently hiking up this dirt path here. Now on the very top of this hill, right there, is supposed to be a miniature airport for radio-controlled model airplanes. So we're gonna go up there and check that out. A day before this footage was taken, we moved from Valencia to Simi Valley. This put us closer to family and friends. I was able to reconnect with a few of my best friends growing up in LA. Scott and John, whom I've known since I was 7, and Anthony, that I met a bit later in life, in my early 20s. Being the youngest in my family and the only boy, I have always considered these three as 3 out of my 5 brothers. There you go! It's official. Gypsy Crossroads on the back of the RV.
Whoop, whoop.
In Simi Valley, right here, BVI Apparel USA. This guy did a great job and squeezed us in with 1 day notice. No one else was willing to do that. He's right on Tapo Street. I'm gonna put a credit for him in the end of the credits as well, so you guys can look. Apricot Center, right on Tapo Street. BVI Apparel, USA Incorporated. If you need anything done, he ships all over the world. Spending time with my parents has been wonderful. On this day, we drove to a Greek restaurant and market called Papachristos. My parents had an amazing roast lamb and feta sandwich. Danette ate the most tasty gyro, and I devoured a Lucanico sandwich. Lucanico is by far my favorite Greek sausage. On our way out the door, we grabbed a few groceries, and I took 4 packages of Lucanico, and we headed back home. If you're in the LA area and in need of true Greek food, not that tourist junk, then head to Papachristos. We were invited to dinner at a family friend's house. My oldest sister and her awesome husband drove up from Laguna Niguel to join us, as well as another couple and their daughter. Everyone was either family or extended family. In reality, when it comes to us Greeks, we all drop the extended, cause we are all family. The hors d'oeuvres were enough to satisfy anyone's hungry stomach. But be careful, don't fill up too much, because that main dish with lamb and mashed potatoes was completely over the top amazing. One serving was enough to feed an entire army. And now that we're all stuffed, my mom's chocolate cake with chocolate ganache. Wow! So moist and yummy. I don't know where we all put it, but I promise you, no one left hungry that night. Catching up with everyone was oh so much fun. Not having an address while on the road can be a challenge. Knowing we would be with my parents most of the time while we were in LA, I had a new tool shipped to their house. A Skydio drone. We went outside and had to test it out. A special thanks to Brent from Ghost Town Living for his strong recommendation for this drone. Later in the day, another cousin came by, so we had to bust it out again. Well, for training purposes. Sadly, this little bugger kept us from visiting my middle sister and her family. They were all in quarantine after testing positive for COVID-19. But my nephew Andreas, not to be confused with my cousin Andreas. Yeah, we've got more than one Andreas, it's almost like Nick. But my nephew Andreas has his own YouTube channel, Solar Punk Farmer. He puts out very informative content about farming. From big agriculture to your own backyard, you should check out his channel. The link will be in the description below. Later in the week, we went to spend a few days in Yorba Linda, California with another cousin. I know, I have a big fat Greek family. Wait until next year when we visit my mom's side of the family too. At any rate, my cousin and I felt as if we needed a bit more drone training. Okay, so yes, I'll use any excuse to break it out. Later that evening, we even got my uncle involved when he and my aunt came over for dinner. My aunt, 100% German, made a lasagna that would make any Italian blush. A special thank you to my cousin Andreas for opening his home to Danette, our pups, and me. Just a hop, skip, and a jump from Yorba Linda is Anaheim, California, where the most magical place on earth is located, Disneyland. We got to the park as soon as it opened and we made a beeline for Star Wars. Well, that was our plan, but if you recall in the last video, I shared the last picture of Walt taken with Mickey, and he was posing on engine number 1 from the Main Street station, and it was sitting right there on the curb, waiting for us to jump in. So, we did!
Just a second while the horse goes by.
Orlando has Star Wars Land as well at the Hollywood Studios, but we have yet to be on the Rise of Resistance. Where are we?
We're in Star Wars.
We are in Star Wars. It is Star Wars all around us. Oh, New World Order.
Attention all troopers. Do not bring local wildlife back on board.
If you're worried about spoiler alerts, don't worry. I may show you areas of the queue line, but I won't show you the ride itself. Going in. Rise resistance. You got your Coke.
I got my Coke.
And you got your popcorn.
I got popcorn.
Getting in the queue line. Danette's over here eating chocolate popcorn. Danette, your rating on the chocolate popcorn?
Rating?
Is it good?
It's good. I say 5 stars.
5 stars? 5 out of 5?
Yeah.
Wow.
I'm really hungry though.
So it could be you're just really hungry.
Could be.
What is chocolate?
Kind of tastes like Cocoa Puffs or something.
And we know she's cuckoo, so cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. Just got off Rise of the Resistance. Danette, how was Rise of the Resistance?
It was really good. It was really good. I liked it.
Yeah, that amount of energy definitely shows it.
It was really good. I liked it.
It was fun.
It was really neat. A lot of surprises. Really cool.
Really immersed you into the effects, so it was really kind of a fun ride. All right, off to the next. So many moons ago, not that many. So many moons ago, when I first met Danette, I did meet her out in the lockers on Main Street, but as we made our way through the park and throughout the day, she was watching Fantasmic and fell into the bushes. And I raced to her aid as Prince Charming does and pulled her out.
It's true.
And where are those bushes at right now, Danette?
They're right here.
Oh, right here. This is where it all began. Oh. I just love this Haunted Mansion. I really do. Maybe because that's just what I'm used to and it's the original. But here's the pet cemetery. She was a poor little pig, but she bought the farm. In the line for Indiana Jones in the Temple of the Forbidden Eye. Oh, it says a 30-minute wait. They are outside.
the Forbidden Eye. Here in your transportation devices are ingenious pouches for safekeeping all earthly treasures when the journey becomes bumpy. Your off-road journey is high-speed and turbulent, going over rough and rugged terrain, and then suddenly you are turning sharply and dropping suddenly. It is unlike anything you have ever experienced, I assure you. Already I am envious of the wonders that await you, if you avoid the eyes of love, that is.
A quick pose in front of the castle and we're off to Danette's favorite, Space Mountain. Later in the evening, we took a voyage on the Jungle Cruise. There isn't any other ride in the park that is best viewed at night than the Jungle Cruise. And at Disneyland after dark, the park comes alive with all the lights and the nighttime shows. As our finale to our trip through Southern California, there's nothing better than a day at Walt Disney's Disneyland.